So I have two slides today that I would like to describe. The first one describes the Vision ID trial data, the safety and efficacy endpoints that were previously reported in the Vision ID trial. It included 130 patients at 20 different sites, 164 lesions in the 130 patients. So some patients obviously had multiple lesions. The luminal gain in this particular trial was 72%. So it starts off at the high-grade stenoses were on average 79%, reduced to 30% with Pantheris as standalone, and then adjunctive therapy, mostly with balloon angioplasty, reduced the residual stenosis to 22% on average for the 130 patients. Very importantly, the histology analysis confirmed that OCT guidance allowed us to remove all of this material that could reduce the stenosis from 79 to 30 with the Pantheris standalone, and also spare the adventitia. So only 1.1% of the tissue that was removed when reviewed histologically showed any evidence of adventitia. And always, I think, from a physician's perspective and the patient's perspective also, of course, the safety events are really key. And in this particular trial, there were no dissections and there were no perforations. So this, I think, is a clear statement of the advantages of using optical coherence tomography to guide the therapy. And in this setting, primarily in SFA popliteal disease, we're able to generate large luminal gains with very little or no, in most cases, no adventitia, with a profound safety profile. So the next slide shows a follow-up comparison of the data. First of all, this being derived from continued follow-up out to 24 months for the vision patients. Originally, we reported on their 6-month follow-up for TLR, and now then those patients are being followed up out to 24 months, and these are the data that are that have been derived from that. And it shows that at 6 months, this was the vision freedom from TLR number was 92%. At 12 months, it's 86%, and then at 24 months, it is 82%. And these are interim numbers because the patients that are outreached at these endpoints so they can be followed up are still relatively small. I think a very favorable situation. And once again, there have been no amputations in this cohort. This is compared up then to Brian Brodman's series recently reported at the Link conference, and freedom from TLR as well as patency determined by duplex. And we note that 88% of the patients at 12 months treated with the Pantheris device had freedom from TLR, and 86% patency by duplex at 12 months. And so the 86% patency by duplex at 12 months is identical to the 12-month predicted TLR rate from the Kaplan-Meier curves that were used to analyze the data that are derived from the vision trial.